That's a line of honor, I would say here. I would say let's just skip the chairs, right? If you're fine with that, we'll just go through the Q's and A's. Standing will make it actually faster as well. The only thing we have to do, we have to share the microphone as good as we can. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to jump straight to the Slido link where everyone had submitted the questions. The good thing is, last year, we might have worked on them in the big bowl and pick out the tricky ones. This is all public. So whatever is there, I can't edit it, I can't choose it. And the funny thing is, I don't even understand half of them. Because being not an industry expert, some of the questions really are difficult just to understand the question, not even speaking about the answer. So let's get straight to them. And the first one, which I have a clue to whom that might apply, is if electroshock is applied to the lock, what about protection in this case? 2 microphones on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, if you try to do anything that is not allowed within our lock, it's secured in a secured element, and it's encrypted. We will not use any card technology that don't have encryption. So the card, from the card to the lock, is encrypted. And even though you decided to do any violence on the lock, it's still in a secure element that is encrypted. We work with desk-fire cards, meaning that up till now, never cracked. And as far as we know, it will take a couple of years until maybe somebody will crack them. But they will only crack a small part that will not be usable. So, quite secure, I would say, if that answers the question.
If that calms down the person who asked the question, but it sounds very promising. Well, the next one, I have to be honest, is one of those questions where, because it's not mentioned to whom specifically the question is. So the person who understands the question can elaborate and answer the question as well. So can you elaborate on specific metric, meaning reduction in response time, decrease in false alarms, that definitely proved the return of investment to VMS integration? I think, Francois, you might have an answer for that as well, or might have an opinion, but I might read the question again.
Yes, repeat the question.
So, can you elaborate on specific metric that definitely proved the return of investment for VMS?
The return of investment, well, you got security to detect things, but you can have classification of object to actually make a marketing point of view. You can have a heat map to actually see in a shopping center what is the how busy is one section to another. We got some projects we actually do more than security. The purpose is to set cameras and to see how the audience from one shop to another, which is very important for a shopping center owner to value the rent he's going to ask for one section to another, as an example.
So the return of investment really depends also on where that is implemented as well?
Yes.
I would say that the next question is for David and Jens, maybe in a combination of probably. So for smart locks in critical infrastructure, what protocols maintain security and functionality during network connectivity failure or prolonged power outage?
Hey, yeah, I mean, to start with, you need to design the system for the specific project, as I said in my presentation. And if we have a power loss or a network failure, that's good that you have battery-driven products, because then you don't have a problem with the power loss. When it comes to network failure, everything will work without the network. The only thing you cannot do is you cannot upgrade the system. And the information from the system cannot, or from the reader cannot go back to the system. But the system will still work. It will go on and on and on until the battery power is lost in the product. But we talk years and years. So we do not rely on battery from the power grid. We don't rely on network for securing the in and out.
If I can add something.
Yes.
When you do a system, you got to study like a risk assessment about how your system would not be robust or not. indeed, there is power failure, there is failure of the hardware itself. In DG4, if you got a power failure, we managed to record locally with a camera. We got like some mechanism like self-healing, and you can bring over the missing video into the system. If we got some failover, we got very fast failover, because in 3 seconds, one server is able to take over whether another server is failing for, and is migrating everything that this first server is normally handling, like the analytic, the LPR, the maps, the cameras, etc. So yeah, we actually attached to that. After is all a matter of what you do and the price you put on. There's always a way of putting redundancy. I mean, getting active network and different machines. Is again how much money you put in front of the redundancy and the robustness of a system.
Anything to add, gentlemen? Dave? No? Not yet. Well, there's one specific question. Compare the security and user experience of new physical access control versus mobile credentials using existing identity and access management. Would you be able to? Yeah? That sounds like something for you, right?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. So compare the security and user experience of new physical access control versus mobile credentials using existing identity and access management.
Got it. So thank you for this question. In terms of user experience, it's completely different, because either you use plastic card, which you actually carry around your every day, or you can use your phone, which is like with you every day. So we actually have like some studies when you, for example, forget your plastic card and you never basically like go back to your home for that card. You basically like work with some temporary credentials on the office level and you request new card. When you forget your phone, you will die in 10 minutes. Like you need to go back for your phone, because in your phone you have payments, you have everything. You cannot survive without your phone, because again, emails, everything, messaging. So you will definitely get back for your phone, and with that we can actually leverage this one single device to even get you into your office building, into your office. And in terms of experience, it's the same thing like with the plastic card. You basically tap your phone on the reader and you go into your office. There is no big difference. Only thing is that you don't have to carry around 2-3 different things. We can actually integrate with so many different systems and provide you with one single credential in your phone. So you can access multiple office locations, multiple offices, multiple floors, call the elevator, everything, again, with your phone.
And to continue that, how are the security and privacy concerns addressed when centralizing employee movement data for a unified workplace experience?
Okay. Can you repeat that again, please?
How are security and privacy concerns addressed when centralizing employee movement data?
Yeah. So we don't actually compromise the security, because we are certified by those access control systems. So just imagine that you will actually implement STID, Genetec, I don't know, in a range. All of these companies are actually providing you with certain level of security, and we actually have the very certification from those companies. So we actually match the same security. And we write into those systems, we actually make changes, we actually create, edit, delete users, but we are still certified by those very companies who are actually installing in your building. So they are actually saying that Smart Spaces is secure enough partner, because we have the certification from those companies, and then we can actually integrate with them. And so far, we've been actually able to integrate with many banking clients from the tenant and landlord perspective. We are, for example, managing even access into Apple R&D office in London. So basically, Apple is using our Apple credentials, or like HID Apple credentials in our application to their own offices. And we've been even like awarded so many different certifications in the cybersecurity world alone. So security is definitely a great part of our system. We even have our own cybersecurity team in-house. So when we actually implement new system for big client, like big bank, we, for example, have even cybersecurity workshops with the banking team and with our team, and we are going through the checklist. So we basically like meet all of their like special requirements. So that was the security question. And was that like second part of the question, maybe about pricing? Or?
Well, I was actually focusing on another very important question, what I was asking about, what are Jens' hobbies? Imagine, like, someone said, that is great, but what are Jens' hobbies? Wow. Just to freshen up a little bit.
Yeah, hey, hobbies. I have some great hobbies. I'm sailing a lot and I'm doing wrestling. So I like sports, but sailing.
You're doing wrestling?
I do, yes. Yes, wrestling. Not show-off wrestling. I mean the Olympic part of wrestling, yes.
Is it safe and secure?
It depends if you want to be with me on the wrestling mat or not. I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you.
Well, this is the thing that let's not try it at home part. And if anyone who's watching this or will be watching this afterwards and video recording, do not try this at home. But gentlemen, I still have a few more questions in Latvian for the Latvians, but they are probably enjoying the fourth cup of coffee already. So we're going to skip that part. And I have a question to all of you. How interested in the scale from 9 to 10 you are to welcome Maris back on the stage? But you can only, from 9 to 10.
That's also one of my big interests. So yeah, 100.
100. So Mari, I think we would all be very interested in welcoming you back on the stage because I know that you're not coming alone and you're not coming with empty hands. So one of the microphones, yes, and a big round of applause. And one of the microphones will definitely be yours for the next minutes.
So, gentlemen, thank you very much. I'm very happy to see such a good team on stage at one time, one day, 1 hour, 1 minute. And special thanks to Francois for Digifort taking trust in us, and we'll keep doing this. Thank you. And we have, all of us, all of you are really actually a gold for us, as you can see. You can see here, that is a gold. So, thank you.
Thank you. You know that you're allowed to clap your hands right now.
Thank you. You know, this is going to be a very interesting present because my granddaughter calls me in French pépite. It's called nugget.
I think that also deserves a group picture. You could see that the screen wasn't really securely put because the photographer almost stumbled across it. But with this wonderful picture in the background, dear friends, this concludes today's event. Unless, Mari, you wanted to add something else? Because that is too honorable to say the last words of the event. But one thing that I would like to tell to you is there's a quote traveling around the internet that security is not a product but a process. You might have heard it. I think that your work and this event proves that it's actually both. It's a product and it's a process, and the co-working of both of these elements is exactly what this is all about and what you have achieved by inviting such great speakers, such guests, and putting together your team. So a big round of applause for everyone who joined, for everyone who created it, and for everyone who fulfilled it.
Thank you.
If there would be music, we could play it now. Otherwise, dear friends, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us today. See you next year. And if you have any questions still, the booth are there, the partners are there, the negotiations, the conversations, and everything moves on. But for everyone watching us, thank you for following us, and have a great rest of the day. See you next year.